Hey everyone, I'm Addison Sondberg, sitting down with President Osgood, getting to know him a little bit more outside of his career while also indulging in some spicy snacks. Are you ready?
As I ever will be.
I know, I'm a little nervous too, I can't lie.
Yeah.
So first, you've moved a lot throughout your career. If you can kind of talk about your journey leading up to here, maybe start back to your college years, per se.
Oh, my college years. Yeah, so I think some of you have heard this story before, but it actually took me 7 years to complete my undergraduate degree. I started in 1998, and then I actually completed my baccalaureate degree at Austin Peay State University,
Oh, wow.
which is about 45 minutes north of Nashville, in 2005. And during that time, I dropped out a couple of semesters. Probably the funnest story I have during that 7-year period is I did spend about 2 years being a flight attendant.
Oh, wow.
So that was a lot of fun.
That's niche, wow.
Yeah, that's actually what caused me to go back to school. I was sitting there watching somebody pouring a Diet Coke at 60 going, I was like, yeah, that's not gonna be me.
No, yeah.
But also spent some time doing some stuff in local government as a legislative analyst. So there's a lot of things that I did along the way. Do I wish that path was a little direct? I don't think so, because there's a lot of stories I have, and you know, it makes interviews like this a little bit more interesting than just to tell you that I kept my nose to the grindstone for 4 years. So
No, yeah, everything happens for a reason.
It does,
I
yeah.
think we should tap into one of our snacks, though.
Okay.
So we'll start with the almonds.
All right.
Okay. You don't have any nut allergies, do
No,
you?
not at all.
Well, that's good. Kind of nice.
maybe I do, and it would be an excuse to get out of here.
I'd suddenly do too.
Exactly.
Okay. I think these were probably lower on the spice level.
No, that's some spice.
They're pretty good. I could
little
tolerate
jalapeno,
those.
like a
Yeah,
little-
little kick. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So, when you're not wearing your president hat, what does a day-to-day look like for you? Maybe like a Sunday rest day.
Okay, so it's not exciting,
I'm
and
ready.
it's not academic, but I am a big fan of Bravo.
Okay.
I watch a lot of reality TV.
I love it.
Right now we're on season 4 of Southern Hospitality, which is based out of Charleston, which is one of my favorite cities.
Wow.
But that's more during the day, and then at night, Patrick and I are in the middle of Law and Order SVU. You know,
Okay.
25 seasons, plenty
Can't
of
beat it.
episodes.
Can't
beat
beat
it. But really, and we have 2 dogs, which.
Yes, I was going to ask you about them. Please.
Okay,
feel
well, I'll
free.
wait. No,
okay.
wait.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Taking your professional career out of it, who is someone in your life that you feel had a big, heavy influence on you?
So I know it's very cliched to talk about your mother, but my mother's a really interesting individual. She worked in a factory, and she was a welder.
Oh, wow.
And so she worked for Train Air Conditioning, and she worked in the commercial division. So she welded air conditioners that were as big as this room.
Wow.
And my mom taught me that no matter what, you kept moving. You kept moving. You know, you didn't let life get you down, and that resonates with me quite a bit.
Yeah.
Though there were some times where I could have used a little bit more of a kinder, gentler mom, but I love her to death. But her resilience and her persistence and her determination, really, I think that's the word I'm looking for. And then, quite honestly, my best friend in the whole wide world, her name is Lori Bernatsky. I met her when I was at Westchester University. She was a professor then. She's now the president. But she has this really amazing life story, and her morals and her ethical compass and her commitment to public higher ed, even when she didn't go to public institutions, really had an impact on me. So, and it's quite interesting now that I think about it. You know, just this past Sunday was International Women's Day, and so yeah, the 2 people I would like to celebrate are 2 of the strongest women I've ever met.
That's beautiful. Let's head over to this beef jerky. I don't know if you're a beef jerky fan.
I love jerky.
I'm a little nervous.
I mean, it's salted meat. What more can you ask for?
I know. We're going to need water, I'm sure, after all this. But I wonder, is this the Dorito flavor? I think it might be. The purple bag of Doritos. Oh, I can get behind this.
Those are good. I don't think we've moved up the spice scale though yet.
No, I think that was honestly calmer. Oh wait, it's starting to it's starting to hit a little bit later at the fact. Okay. So, you have made it to many events on campus supporting the student body. If you had to pick a favorite that you've gone to thus far, maybe even a top 3 if you don't want to show any kind of bias.
I don't know. I mean, you're not supposed to, like, you know, student events are like children. You're not supposed to have a favorite. But if you're going to make me pick a couple that I really enjoyed.
Top three.
The drag show was awesome. Enjoyed
I
that.
heard, tell me how that was. Oh my God.
That was fabulous. So the good news is it was my first opportunity to have students over at the presidential residence. And I have this amazing team. Krista, she went over there and put up cobwebs and like very fun Halloween decorations, and we had a bunch of students over. And then I was sitting in the audience minding my own business. And then our star performer asked me to to come up. I was at a loss for words for a hot minute, but it was so cool. It was fun to be there. Another one of this past Thursday was so exciting because the Bloomsburg University players, or the Bloomsburg players, did Blythe Spirit.
Oh yes, I saw your post on that.
It was
recently.
So awesome.
Oh, good.
Yes, and I told Patrick that if I do die, I am going to come back and haunt him if he gets married again. So.
Oh, here we go.
So you know, I took that lesson from from the show.
There you go.
Yeah.
Should we try the cheese puffs now?
Yeah, of course.
Cheese balls, whatever these really are. I would say the jerky was spicier though than the almonds. The aftertaste.
Yeah.
Right? Those are pretty calm too, I'm not gonna lie.
I think some of these are just they sneak up on you.
Yeah, I'm sure, I'm afraid for the Takis, honestly. I think these are jalapeno, so we'll leave that kicker next, of course. Brings me to a more serious question, talking about the dogs. Okay, we've seen the photos, talk a little bit about them.
So, I was a cat person my entire life.
Really?
So Patrick and I have been together almost 20 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, exactly. It's a long time.
Congrats. But that's beautiful though.
Thank you. And we had a cat. I talked him into a cat because he wasn't a cat person. And we had her for almost 13 years. And then, unfortunately, she left us. And then one day, Patrick was on a vacation with his friends, I forget where, somewhere up north. And so I decided to take a day trip into New York.
Okay.
I was in Chelsea, as one does on a Saturday.
Yeah, come on.
You know, and I was walking past this pet store that was specializing in little dogs, and I went in there and fell in love with with one of them, but they were selling very quickly. So I went home, Patrick came home, and I said, okay, I know you want a dog, I know you want a dachshund, we can get one. And then we were sitting there thinking it wouldn't be nice to just get one because we're gone quite a bit, so we got 2. They just turned a year this past September.
Oh, so they're still relatively young.
Yeah, they're under 2. Yeah.
Wow.
I had the puppy blues in the beginning because they're a lot to take care of. They're really smart, but they're stubborn.
So stubborn.
And just this past weekend, actually, we spent a considerable amount of time working with a couple of really wonderful vendors to repair all the puppy damage throughout the house. So
damage, like furniture or like?
Yeah, because they chewed on the wall, they chewed on the cabinets. You know,
you're kidding.
You know, we had went through this wonderful process of building this home. I felt really good about it, and then the dogs came in and put their mark on it. But we're almost done.
Built character.
Yeah, sure. or drains your pocketbook.
That too. Yeah. Okay, let's head over to these chips over here. I'm pretty sure these are the jalapeno. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I think they are the jalapeno. These are a little more. I think the more that you have, though, too. Thank goodness we're only doing one at a time.
I feel like you're luring me into a false sense of security, and we're going to get to the Takis, and this is going to be all over for me.
I personally am not good with spice, so I am dreading the Takis.
So why did you pick this challenge?
I didn't pick this challenge. They wanted to do something like this, and I mean, it's fun. It certainly breaks the ice, if you will. So.
Oh, this is so much better than some of those interviews I have to do.
That's so good to hear. That's so good to hear. I mean, and we can have a nice little snack too.
Yeah.
But that also brings me to your emails with how, unapologetically yourself they are. You can tell it's not ChatGPT, it's fully you. What made you really decide to do that, and what do you hope it really brings to the student body?
Well, I will tell you, I spent a lot of time before. So August 1st was my first day on the job, but we knew that I was coming back in April-ish.
Right.
And I started reading The Voice, and I started, really trying to better get a sense for the kind of leadership students we're looking for, the kind of engagement students we're looking for. And I just thought to myself, I didn't want to be just another one of those administrators who does, like what you just said, those kind of very scripted,
vague,
formal emails. And I also want people to be confident in what they see is what they get.
Right.
That sometimes is a good thing and sometimes is an interesting engagement. But you ask really good questions, and I'm not just saying that to be nice. And as I sit here and reflect on it, I think maybe subconsciously one of the things I was responding to is we have 3 campuses, and this is not a typical presidency.
Right.
And so I put thousands of miles on my car every month. But there's no exaggeration, right? And so the question became, if I can't be on every campus every day, like how do I try to create some type of sense of understanding or visibility into who I am?
Right.
And you would be surprised. I was overwhelmed with the response from faculty, staff, and students. The student ones were just awesome.
Yeah.
During football season, that was awesome.
Oh, we all won at the same time.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Though we do, I am really sad to report that we do have students on campus who are not Eagles fans, and they would let me know. So.
This is a great segue. Well, first off, your emails are certainly, they don't go unnoticed. They're extremely appreciated by, everyone I've spoken to. But you mentioned Philly teams, and I was really nervous that you were going to tell me that you weren't any Phillies fan at all.
Oh, come on now.
But, because I'm from South Jersey, right over the bridge into Jersey from Philly.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Bleed green. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I work at Citizens Bank Park in the summer too, and now it's called Xfinity Mobile in the winter. And I just am immensely grateful that we have a president that represents my morals and ethics.
There you go.
So let's head over to these Pringles now.
Okay.
There's definitely a color to them. Oh no.
It's like a Tabasco barbecue.
Like a punch you in the throat a little bit. I'm not gonna finish.
You're
that
done. Yeah.
Woo! A little red in the face, maybe. Whoa.
Oh, that's lingering.
Whew. Okay, talk to me a little bit about you and Praktic. I know you said 20 years. That's incredible. And how has he really, impacted your life?
Oh yeah. So, as one did back in the early 2000s, we met online, and
Can't knock it.
I was moving from Bowling Green, Kentucky, because I just completed my master's degree, moving to the University of Louisville to do my PhD, and actually I stopped off to meet him, and we had our first date at our favorite restaurant, which is Texas Roadhouse. I know we are not fancy gays.
Love Texas Roadhouse. I respect that.
And then I went on to Michigan to visit my grandparents, because I did that every summer when they were still with us. And then I moved up, started my PhD program, and then every once in a while, he and I would go out for a meal, and because I told him, I said, the vast majority of professors never end up teaching at the same place they earn their doctoral degrees, because you move on. So I said,
Scary.
I'm like, happy to be friends, but I don't think this is a long-term thing. So, and then here we are. And actually, Patrick had worked at the same company for 18 years, right around there, long time actually.
Tenure, yeah.
And so I was completing my PhD in 2009. So I graduated in May 2009, but that was the 2008 recession. And so, so the company he was with ceased to operate. And then so he's like, well, now I can go with you. I was like, oh, great. Woohoo. I was like, this is great.
One door closed, it's more open,
Exactly. And then we moved to Westchester because that's where I got a job. And I remember that was such a, Patrick had never lived anywhere else his entire life.
Really?
But because I was a military brat, I moved around a lot. So that wasn't really, there was nothing traumatic about that experience. But I remember Patrick was, it was a big move for him.
A tough adjustment,
Yep,
I'm sure.
it was.
Especially Westchester, like,
yeah.
All right, I think we have to take on the talkies.
All right. you go first.
I certainly won't be finishing this whole thing, though.
Okay.
You don't have to either. Oh, you are. Okay. We do have a good taste, but the lime. Heavy on the lime. I'll finish it.
That's good.
I can do hard things, too.
I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I think we blew through my calorie budget for the day.
No, me too. That's why I've been taking one this whole time. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Here is another hard-hitting one that I have to know. You've been on campus for some time now. Where is your favorite place to grab a meal in any situation? Whether it's something quick, whether it's, oh my gosh, I'm excited to eat.
I am basic. Like, I'm such a
Let's
basic
hear it.
person. I love Subway.
Okay.
So Subway's
What's the go-to order? Let's hear it.
Oh yeah, it is a turkey, sub, foot long, on wheat, lettuce, tomato, pickle, and lots of ranch dressing.
Oh, they're good at that too. They're good at that. Have you hit the commons at all?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do you have like a favorite dish that they do? Mine's the butter chicken, easily. I don't know if you've had that yet.
Butter chicken is so good. Actually, I love when they do the fresh roasted turkey, like when you get that freshly carved. Yeah. It's like some of my favorite. Yeah. But I will tell you, there's nothing like walking out of it there with a cone.
Oh my gosh, you don't have to tell me twice. Well, have you had the cookies? I mean, that's what I feel like we're known for in a way.
I do, but I'm a sucker for soft serve.
I know, me too. Me too. I mean, we were voted like one of the, I think the best Pennsylvania dining for colleges not too long ago.
Yeah.
It might have been like 6 months ago.
No, yeah, it was. It's so funny that you should say that because we were, my chief of staff and I were just meeting with the Airmark folks to talk to them about dining. So yeah, but I will tell you, one of my favorite memories. I know I'm going back on, but I do want to say this out loud.
Go ahead.
Is helping to serve during the family style Thanksgiving.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh.
I've never experienced that, and as an administrator at Westchester, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, I can't speak highly enough about the staff at
Oh my
Commons.
God.
I mean, I've had a meal plan since my freshman year. I'm now a senior because it's too good to let go, and they know me by name, and Mama Chip will always.
I know Chip. Chip was. I was like, there's the real famous one.
No, she is. She is very, very, very famous.
Yeah.
Everyone will talk about her, and gosh, she has been here for so many years. So it's nice to see there's some tradition here. But we made it through all the snacks. Did you have a favorite, perhaps?
The Takis were really good, actually.
You liked them? You can take them home if you really want them.
No, thank you.
The calories, though. Well, thank you so much for sitting here and chatting with
pleasure.
me. We really enjoyed it, and you do such an amazing job here.
Thanks.
So.
You were fantastic at this work.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
It's a pleasure.
I'm a fan of this beef jerky, though.
It was good.
This is more optimal.